In order to be a Vikings fan, you have to embrace torture. Being a Vikings fan is not for the faint of heart. And right when it seems like the loss is knocking on the door and you just have to deal with it, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, what the hell is going on? Out of nowhere, at least this season anyway, the Vikings pull magic out of their butts. As the Vikings beat the Arizona Cardinals, they move to 10-2. Final score 23-22. As this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. The offense for the majority of this game was a complete disaster. Aaron Jones now has 3 fumbles in the Vikings opening possessions this year. Back-to-back fumbles, the first 2 possessions against the Cardinals. The second fumble recovered by Arizona's defense. He also had a drop touchdown pass. It's only right that he saved the day. The Vikings, they were held to 6 points until the end of the third quarter. Sam Darnold, the final drive, it was wishy-washy for the most of the game, but he locked in, much like in overtime last week against the Chicago Bears. Sam Darnold, the final drive, down 16-22, 5 for 7, 57 yards, and a touchdown pass that went to Aaron Jones, of all people. It wasn't perfect. The defense, they allowed 22 points, but it was 22 points with just 1 touchdown given up. Fabian Moreau gave up a defensive pass interference and then followed that up with a touchdown pass to allow to Marvin Harrison Jr. Gave up 22 points as a defense. However, 1 touchdown allowed. The rest of their points was scored off of 5 field goals. But the Vikings' final 3 possessions, they scored 17 points with a field goal sandwiched between 2 touchdowns. And that was the difference right there. And we go back to how the Vikings, they just get wins by any means necessary. I know it's kind of corny to say getting gritty wins, but that's what this team has done all season long, to where this is the type of win that you're going to need in the playoffs. That it's not great, it's not pretty, it's quite frankly nasty as hell, but a W is a W and you'll take it. Arizona won today in yards, first down, and time of possession. However, they lost where it really counted in turnovers, 2 turnovers for the day to the Vikings 1, and penalties. 10 penalties called for Arizona, damn near a whole football field, 96 yards. Those mistakes, that's normally what the Vikings end up doing, but it went on the other side. And again, getting those tough, gritty wins. I was really nervous about this game because of Kyler Murray and his elusiveness, but the defense, they did as well of a job as you could possibly hope for, especially with Stephon Gilmore getting hurt and Fabian Moreau coming in to replace number 2. But I want to give shout outs to the following players. Sam Darnold got sacked 5 times, but he was tough as nails. Talked about the final drive to get the go-ahead score, 23-22, ended up being the final score of the game, but he delivered key strikes late in the game to Jefferson, Addison, Johnny Munt. Jefferson had 99 yards on the day. Also, the defense, talked about them. They battled it out. And John Parker Romo, I'm in the camp of keeping 2 kickers. I don't care if you have to cut, especially you already have Daniel Jones. Yes, he's on the practice squad, and you're going to have to make a move for him to get to the active roster. So the guess is Brett Rippon right there. But I'm in the camp of, with Ed Ingram being inactive, a non-injury inactive, all right, you're clearly done with him. I don't want for this team, when Will Reichert gets healthy, to straight up cut John Parker Romo and he hits waivers, in which case some other team picks him up to give them an advantage at kicker. No, I would rather this team keep 2 kickers on this roster. Yes, he missed the field goal, JPR, but 3 for 4 on field goals, 9 points scored for the Vikings. They weren't able to score a touchdown until towards the end of the third quarter. Without JPR, I'm afraid the Vikings more than likely lose this game. He kept Minnesota in this game for its entirety. And I'm going to reintroduce a segment that I used to do years ago. I think I figured it out as far as how to avoid a copyright claim from the NFL. Instead of the double R play of the game, we are going to do the double R plays of the game. And it's brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. New customers sign up, get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Just use the promo code YouTube150. Down 19-6, first and goal at Arizona's 4-yard line. Sam Darnold finds Johnny Munt, who took contact from the defender in the end zone. And good for Johnny Munt. This is big boy football. He returns the favor, delivering contact of his own. The defender couldn't handle it, falls to the ground. Wide open touchdown for Johnny Munt, makes it a 19-13 game. Cardinals, next possession, 3rd and 7. Kyler Murray throws up a prayer and it's intercepted by Byron Murphy Jr. Still a 19-13 game. 1st and 10 at Arizona's 30. Sam Darnold throws a 17-yard strike to Jordan Addison to set up 1st and 10 at Arizona's 13. Vikings score a field goal. 22-16. Arizona, they're up by 6. 2nd and 2 at Arizona's 5. Aaron Jones, Mr. Redeemer himself, sneaks and squeaks his way past the line of scrimmage for an out route. Sam Darnold finds him, he catches it and holds on to it. Aaron Jones, no question about it, for the go-ahead touchdown. And then the Cardinals, they try to respond. 4th and 10, deep shot, Kyler Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. Shaq Griffin, great body position to stay in front of Harrison Jr. He gets the interception. Game over. Vikings win 23-22. Again, shout out to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. The Vikings, they grit their way to another win. Damn it. We'll see you next time.